What's up, folks? I'm Neil Zlozower, aka Zloz, and I'm here at VanHalenStore.com for all you Van Halen / Eddie Van Halen freaks. Here's my new book I did on Chronicle Books. So this book is a compilation of my collection of Eddie Van Halen photos from 1978 to 1984, the good years. And my buddy Slash wrote the foreword, who I love, Mr. Slash here. And like I said, this is a compilation of all the photos I shot of Edward Van Halen from 1978 to 84. We got Eddie here 1978, 78, at Sunset Sound when they were, actually that's at Zoetrope when they were doing their Van Halen 2 album cover shoot. Eddie at Dave's house, Eddie live at Long Beach Auditorium, Eddie at Day on the Green, Eddie backstage.
Is that Day on the Green your first photo shoot with him? Or?
Yeah, that was probably the first time I ever shot him live, Day on the Green. So you can see we got young Eddie.
Is that backstage on the
Yeah, that's
right
backstage
page?
Before they were going on, that one. This one's backstage, I don't know where that was. Maybe San Diego or something. Here's Oakland Coliseum. I mean, that was an amazing show. You could see all the people out there. Look at that, just jam-packed. Eddie on his dirt bike. Eddie at Sunset Sound. Eddie in Pasadena hanging out.
Where is that? Is that at Dave's house?
No, that was just some location we found alongside of the freeway. Can you see this stuff okay? Mm-hmm. And then we got, this is a pretty famous photo. Van Halen at Sunset Sound with all this stuff on the floor. Schlitz malt liquor beer cans. Other various things. McDonald's hamburgers, cockroaches. Eddie used to tuck all his electronics in the bomb back then. Everybody was sort of keen on that. I don't know what this is. Maybe an old Marshall head or something. It's Eddie 78, here he is, I think playing a Les Paul, which is pretty rare. See Eddie playing a Les Paul. Another shot, Eddie Les Paul. Got a quote from Marshall Bowler here.
The first manager.
The first manager, at least when I was working with him. But one of the things about this book is there's quotes from people who worked with him, like Marshall Burl and Pete Angelis, and Eddie Anderson, who was head of security. And then we have quotes from some of the greatest guitar players of all time. Here's Ted Nugent quote. We got Billy Gibbons, Angus Young, Ritchie Blackmore, Steve Vai, Joe Satriani. Here's from the infamous Van Halen 2 photo shoot. Another one, 1978. This could be 79 by now. I'm not quite sure. Zach Wilde, my little baby brother Zach. Got a little quote from him.
Wayne Charvel quote.
Wayne Charvel. Yeah, this is definitely 79. You can tell by the clothes. And what I tried to do in this book was show you a lot of photos that have never been seen of Edward before. So, I got tons of black and white. Here's a shot. I don't even think I ever saw that before. Here's a quote from Ronnie Montrose. We got Paul Gilbert. Now here's a backstage. Well, here's a sound check shot of Eddie wearing the shorts and everything. But you guys in my Van Halen book saw another shot like this, but this is an outtake, so no one's really seen this. Here's a quote from Steve Vai, a quote from Gary Moore before he passed on. Killer shot of Eddie, 79, looking like a rock guitarist god. Outdoor shots from 79. I like this one. Everybody's jumping in the air.
Is that the World Music Festival?
You know what? I don't even know what that is.
I think so.
I've lost a few brain cells in my day, if you know what I mean. So, but here's Doug Aldrich, CeCe DeVille. I love this sequence of Ed here. He's down on his knees, black and white. I don't think that's ever been published before. Shot of Eddie with his beautiful Les Paul. Quote from Joe Bonamassa. Eddie is sort of a famous shoot, but everybody's used to seeing this in color. Here's a black and white shot. Some more Eddie with one of his crazy guitars. Billy Gibbons quote. Billy's very articulate, wrote some great stuff about Edward. Eddie in the air once, twice, 3 times. So this book's just jam-packed with great Edward Van Halen stuff, backstage stuff, where he had his Les Paul back here. Some of these guitars people probably never even seen before. So if you want to see some rare, unseen shots of Edward Van Halen that no one's ever seen before, including me, I may have shot him, That doesn't mean I ever saw him. Go to vanhalenstore.com and order one of your Edward Van Halen books. Here's one of my all-time favorite shots I had. I just love this one with this foot
Oh,
up.
that's great.
Here he is with his Les Paul. So like I said, it's jam-packed with killer stuff, Johnny Winter quote. So buy the book and enjoy it. Long live Van Halen.